is correct, after Irene, got service back much faster than anybody thought they could.
I'm still confused. Are non-essential city workers required to go to work today? And
we asked everybody to go to work. We are here to serve the public. And if you can't get in, you can't get in. But we want everybody there. If I know of no part of the city government where we're just wasting our money. We think there are all of these services that we're trying to provide are important. Once you get your work done, if you're not needed for the rest of the day, it's up to each commissioner. They can decide to let you go home early. Going home is not going to be easy. Some roads will be closed. The winds will be higher. We don't have mass transit. We understand that. That's just one of the things you have to learn to deal with. Life isn't always pleasant, but one of the things here is our city workers know we're here to help the public. And when the public needs help, we are going to be here. We don't want to inconvenience anybody, but for example, sanitation workers and firefighters and police officers, their commissioners are, I would assume, not going to say, okay, you can go home, but there are some other agencies where once they've got done whatever's absolutely necessary, and they can pick it up tomorrow or the next day, they'll do exactly that. Yes, miss?
I noticed you mentioned that the FDR flooding is already at the level of Irene. Are there other ways to compare how it is now?
No, I mean, it's number one, we don't have great data. It's all hearsay, and a road may flood now, and then an hour from now will be fine. The real flooding is going to come tonight. That's the real winds are going to come earlier, but the real flooding is going to come tonight. 8 o'clock plus or minus a couple of hours, because 8 o'clock, 8:15 is the high tide. And you have a full moon, and that exacerbates the problem. And then for those people that get flooded from water coming down Long Island Sound, that's about 4 hours later. So that'll be about midnight, plus or minus a couple of hours. Why? Because it takes about 4 hours from the water that enters Long Island Sound on the eastern end to travel all the way down to the western end and cause the flooding there. Most of the other flooding, it comes up the harbor, which is where the storm is coming up. Yes, sir.
Yes, we're getting reports from shelters.
Esta fiesta recién comienza. Vamos a ver qué pasa.
And also